Krieghoff, the woman that was in Molly's vehicle the night of February 21st, 2015. I endured many physical injuries, but the most painful of all was losing my best friend. I'll explain how February 21st changed my life. First, I'll start with the physical injuries from the impact of the truck, going 75 miles per hour, estimated to be going 75 miles per hour. I was in the hospital for 26 days with a torn aorta in my heart, a tear in my artery in my neck leading to my brain, punctured and collapsed lungs, 4 chest tubes that were in me for a week to drain my chest cavity from all the blood from my heart and my lung tear, multiple broken ribs, a broken clavicle, and the left half of my pelvis was also broken. The broken pelvis prevented me from walking, showering by myself, or even showering at home since our showers was upstairs, going to my bedroom, which was also upstairs, which would have been incredible to go to my own bed in my own room after the 26-day hospital stay. It prevented me from just being alone for a single second for 41 days. I also have some very noticeable scars on my back and when I'm wearing a shirt that shows them, I am questioned every time I'm out in public, which makes me more insecure about wearing certain clothing items. One of the biggest physical injuries is the brain trauma that I'm still dealing with today. I get so overwhelmed and stressed when it comes to schoolwork, even though I've only completed 2 courses. It causes me so much panic trying to get organized or put anything together. The worst part of the brain trauma is the memory loss. I have short-term memory loss because of the accident. I had to delay my schooling to become a nurse, like Molly, for another year, which also doesn't help me with my medical bills from the 26-day stay at the hospital, plus the 4 surgeries, plus all the 6 new doctors I acquired after the hospital visits. Because of all the injuries and all the therapies I attended, physical therapy, vision therapy, cognitive and memory therapy, speech and occupational therapy, and grief counseling. I still attend these therapies every week along with doctor's appointments or medical scans to check my progress on these injuries. I take medication every day because of these injuries and I'm in pain every day. I question if I will need more surgeries as well. I could have another surgery on my neck artery that leads to my brain if I cause too much strain on my neck artery, which could lead to a stroke. I could also need another heart procedure because of the placement of my heart stent. I also had to find a lawyer to help me understand what the insurance companies planned on doing and how much I will owe at the end of all the insurance battle, which does not seem right that I'm the one dealing with all these injuries, trying to get back to where I was before the accident, physically and cognitively, and on top of that I have to worry about medical bills that I shouldn't have. Because of the brain trauma and memory loss, I can't remember a month before the accident or any part of the hospital stay. I'm not complaining about the month in the hospital that I lost, but the last memories that I have with Molly are gone. Everybody else can remember their last moments or memories with Molly, and I feel robbed of those. I hope that I never remember any part of the accident, but I would love to know what her last words were to me, or the song that was playing when it happened, or just one conversation I had that night with her. But the entire month is erased from my mind. Also, the night of the accident, the young man who called 911 and stopped and came to the backseat of Molly's car, I'm forever grateful to this young man, Reggie, who called 911 and saved me, but I cannot imagine what he saw that night, not knowing that Molly passed immediately upon impact. Another thing I've been dealing with is survivor's guilt. I know it would have been so much more painful if I would have died as well, but knowing that it could have been me driving, or just knowing that the chances of me living that night were 99% survival rate with that heart injury, I question every day why I was the one who lived. Molly was helping people as a nurse, and even off work she was a kind, beautiful human life that he took away because of the decision he made to drink and drive. I cannot understand why I was the one who lived, and all the what-ifs are constantly in my mind. I will never know why God allowed me to live that night. I just hope I can live up to the expectations. I would go through all the physical pain a million times over again if it meant that Molly lived that night. Molly Taylor Griffin, how to describe her and the time that I had with you today. Since I missed her funeral because I was in the hospital for so long, this is my memorial to her. First, I'll start off with what Molly was to me. Molly was my best friend, someone I saw or talked to every day, a person I could be my complete self with without any judgment or regret, a person that always had the right thing to say, even if it was just silence, a person I could always rely on in any situation, someone who always was dependable for any idea. Molly was the one who urged me to go to school for nursing. She pushed me and helped me enroll at college. She was a person that was well planned, but also knew how to have fun and had a contagious energy. She was someone who would make everybody feel loved around her. Molly would stay at my house every weekend, basically. After work during the week, we would go to the gym together. And on the weekends, we would either hang out at my mom's house or just go out and have some fun. She was like a sister and another daughter in our family. She attended my sister's soccer games. She would have breakfast with us on Sundays. My mom and her would go over crazy nursing stories, and she would always ask my mom any questions she had about nursing. Our family is incomplete without her. Molly was a best friend, a nurse, an older and a younger sister, a daughter, and a mentor, and loved by everybody she came into contact with. If anyone, or if you came into her hospital in the condition that I was in, she would have helped save your life. She would have been compassionate, caring, and would have made you feel safe and comforted. You would have fallen in love with her kind nature and how much she would care and work for you to make you feel better. Who else do you know that has a community come around to celebrate her birthday by participating in random acts of kindness, or otherwise known as Molly Day? Molly was a kind person that made you believe in yourself and made you believe in other people's kindness. It takes a remarkable person to have that kind of energy left behind when you have passed into heaven. Molly has made me a better person in school,